Capricorn. Welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your December 2022 mid-monthly check-in reading for you. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So what's going on for the sign of Capricorn? What do we need to know for you? You have Temperance. So Sagittarius energy. When I see the Temperance energy, this is like the guardian angel alchemizing at the right time in your life. So it's taking two different elements and turning them into a third element, and that third element is usually fire, okay? So it's usually taking oil and water and turning it into the fire for you. So this is kind of like a miracle for yourself. Something is coming in that seems too good to be true, and it's coming in at the right time, and I feel like it's kind of like one of those Hallmark movies where, you know, they have like a happy ending. That's kind of what the Temperance represents. It's trying to move you towards that, move you towards something that you truly desire within your life, and protecting you and keeping you safe from all of these negative entities that are about. So I'm going to be using the Revelation Tarot. What do we need to know for Capricorn with this Temperance energy? What's going on for you? One more shuffle. Okay. We have the Chariot, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Cups in reverse. So this is actually a very good reading for you. What's coming in is victory with the Chariot. The problem is that you can't see it with the Two of Swords, but when you do see it, you will be extremely happy with the Four of Cups in reverse, because the Four of Cups upright is symbolizing that he has his arms crossed. He's kind of like asleep. The angel's trying to give him something, but he's like, oh, I don't really care. I have 3 cups. But when the Four of Cups is in reverse, this is representation that he's very happy. He's like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I've been waiting on right here. So you're waiting on this Chariot to come in. You can't see it, but with this Four of Cups, when you do finally see it, when you remove the blindfolds, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I've wanted. So let's look at this Chariot energy. I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And even on this Two of Swords right here, it kind of has like an eye in the background, an eye saying that you need to see something clearly. You have the swords crossed over you right here. You're very guarded. You're very protected. You're waiting on the Temperance to come in because you know that something is coming for you. But when it does arrive, it's kind of like, imagine you're waiting for the Polar Express, but then when the Polar Express arrives, you're like, that's not the Polar Express. I don't believe anything. And, you know, it's like something that's too good to be true that's coming in. So what is this Chariot that we need to know for Capricorn? And that's kind of what the Chariot represents, is like, you know, a flying apparatus in the sky, you know, a plane, or it could be a train, or just something that moves very quickly. But it has a lot of victory. It has a lot to do. It basically can fly off of the world. It's kind of like a spaceship, but a spaceship that's, what's the word? It's like those chariots that fly up to heaven. I think they're called Merkabas. I'm not sure. So we have the Five of Cups in reverse, or the Five of Cups, and we have the Six of Cups. So you have your back turned to this right here. So when we look at the Five of Cups right here, and we look at the Temperance card, it's not really depicting it on this card right here, but generally the Temperance card is alchemizing 2 cups, right? So you're looking at this sadness right here, like, when's the good thing going to come in? When's the good thing coming in? But you just have to look behind you, and it's being given to you with the Six of Cups. So this is also the representation of being blindfolded. So you have your back turned, kind of representation of being blindfolded with the Two of Cups, but all you have to do is turn around. It's like right there. But that's the thing about tarot. Tarot is one of those, I think I talked about this in Taurus's reading, or maybe it was Capricorn's reading. I lost a piece of jewelry, right? And I asked the tarot, where was it? And I got the Knight of Pentacles, and I got the World card. I told this story, I think, once, but it's very important right here. I was like, I don't understand this. A Knight of Pentacle and the World. So it's on top of the World, so I guess I just lost it in the World, right? No, like a few months later, I was looking at my dictionaries, and I had the entire encyclopedia of the world's dictionaries, right? Not dictionaries, but encyclopedia set, whatever. Anyway, the piece of jewelry was on top of that. Yeah. So it's like, it's right there, but it's so obscure. It's one of those things where you're like, when you finally see it, it's going to be hindsight is 20/20, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I wasted all this time wondering what it was, but it was right there the whole time. So what is this Two of Swords? We have the Empress and we have the Star, right? It's like, when we look at this Empress energy, it signifies Venus, right? It signifies Taurus and Libra. So it's very balanced. It has the masculine energy and it has the feminine energy. But it's telling you to look past and see the stars. There's something so grand, but it's funny because the Empress is the woman in the Bible who stood on the moon, right? So she's standing on the moon about to give birth to the child, and she even has the stars around her head. She's crowned with the head of stars. It's like right above you. You're about to have that light bulb moment. You're about to have that flash. You're going to see the stars all at once. You're going to see how everything connects, and you're going to be like, oh, that makes sense. What's this Four of Cups? So maybe it's kind of like deep reflection, deep introspection. Maybe it's not really right in front of you. Maybe it's like something in your head. Maybe you're trying to write something. Maybe you're thinking about something. Maybe you have writer's block right here. But it's something that hasn't occurred to you yet. But when it occurs to you, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that all totally, I understand it. Four of Cups. The Seven of Wands with the King of Pentacles. I'm not sure about this Seven of Wands right here. I kind of feel like in a way you're pushing back on your own happiness. So instead of taking it, it's like you're pushing it back. The King of Pentacles is trying to offer you something, but you're like, this isn't it. This isn't what I'm supposed to have. But I believe that it is. Let's look at this. The Ace of Wands, it represents that you have a new opportunity right here. One more card. The Ten of Wands. So drop the burden and take one wand. I feel like that's the problem right here, is that you're holding back. You have 7 wands in the background, but it's saying don't hold back. In fact, don't even worry about those other wands. Just, you see that one wand that you have? That's the one wand you should worry about. The Knight of Swords coming in, that's the information for you. That's the information that's rushing in. It's like right there in your hands. The Fool. It's a reset for you. It's something that makes you extremely happy. It is a blank slate. You understand it when it finally does come in. Let's look at that. Let's look at what is coming in. What are you trying to figure out, Capricorn? The Three of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Pentacles. You're trying to figure out how people get into this garden. It's kind of funny. It's kind of like, I almost thought to, I had a weird thought just now. It's like you're trying to find the Garden of Eden, but the Garden of Eden is right there in your face. You have the Three of Cups representing people are dancing, they're celebrating inside of this garden with the Hierophant. So it's like this amazing grand architecture, and people have a garden inside of it, and people are dancing around, and you're trying to find it. You're trying to find basically heaven right here. But you're pushed off because it's like there's so many conflicting ideas happening. But you're about to have a light bulb moment. What is heaven? Where is that? Or what is this Hierophant? Let's look at that. The Nine of Wands and the Four of Wands. In a way, you kind of feel a little bit too bruised and battered to enter into the Four of Wands. But that's the thing, being bruised and battered is how you get into the Four of Wands, is how you get into the garden. You don't go into, like, the garden or heaven or anything like that, peachy keen. You go in, bruised and battered. That's the whole point. It's kind of like, in a way, how can I say this? The church is not meant for people who are living perfect lives. It's meant for people who are bruised and battered, right? The Eight of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. You're growing this, or someone is trying to help you with your work right here. It's like you're working really, really hard on something. And then all of a sudden this queen comes in with this information for you and hands you this pentacle. So now you don't have to worry about working on this one pentacle. So it's like you're trying to craft the 10 of pentacles, right? You're working on the 8th pentacle. And this queen is coming in giving you the 9th pentacle. So all you have to do is craft one more. So it's kind of like you're getting like a speed boost within your life. It's like you're ascending into this situation right here. And you're being thrust into it. And you're like, well, why am I getting this, why am I getting this opportunity? And that's the point right there, is you're going to have, I kind of feel like you're confused about something. Maybe you've received something within your life and you're wondering why you deserve it. Why do you deserve something right here? And it's going to click. It's all going to make sense for you why you deserve something. Let's look at that. The 10 of Swords, because you suffered the 10 of Swords, and now you have the 10 of Pentacles. Self-sacrifice, because you went down with the ship. You went down with your secrets. This card represents someone who was beaten to death because they wouldn't give up their secrets. So that's kind of what I'm seeing right here, is that you don't give up your secrets, and that's how you're able to get into something. How do people get to celebrate inside of this Hierophant? It's kind of like, so when people want to do like intelligence stuff, they kind of trick you with something first. Like they might leave a blank envelope that says top secret on the desk, and they'll tell you to go into that room and like fix things. And your whole goal is, if it says top secret, your goal is not to look at it, right? Your goal is to just do what you're told to do. If you see it, your goal is not to say, you know, curiosity killed the cat. Because some people do that, and then that's how they know that they're not trustworthy people. So that's kind of what it is. It's like you don't let your curiosity get the best of you. You just go with the flow. You just do what you're supposed to do. And then in the end, you realize it was all a test it was all a test anyway. The Four of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They're trying to figure out who is the best page right here. Who's the best person for an opportunity? So I kind of feel like in a way you're getting a blank slate. You're getting an opportunity right here, but they have to see if you are the best person for this situation. They're giving you this because you're the best one out of these pages fighting in this thing, and that's what's coming to you right here. You're going to have an aha moment with the Tower because you didn't do something, or you went down with the ship. You didn't give up the secret. It's kind of like, you know, you have something in your hand. It's worth something. You could go and you can sell it, or you can hold on to it, or you can give it to the person who it belongs to, like taking that folder and giving it to someone else, giving it to the person in proper authority, never looking at it. It's like you're passing an examination, or you've passed it. And you're wondering why you're getting some sort of opportunity, why you're getting some sort of, you know, happiness right here. It's because you understand going down with the ship, taking your secrets to the grave. Because you know how to take your secrets to the grave, you receive the 10 of Pentacles. You receive the ability to dance within this Hierophant, the Sun. The Three of Pentacles and the King of Cups. You're about to be very, very happy with whatever you've built right here, with what you're doing. The King of Cups represent these people right here are like the kings, and they're coming to watch what you're doing. They're coming to see who you are. They like what you've built. They like what's going on within your life. You make them happy because you have some sort of, you've passed the test. You went down with the ship. The Knight of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Hanged Man. There was an illusion in front of you. You were rushing into an illusion, okay? Someone put an illusion right there, and you were supposed to rush in, and you were supposed to see all these different things. What could you do with this? How can you make money off of it? Like that top secret folder. You know, some people, they steal those things when they, you know, have the opportunity to, and they sell them for money. But this right here is like you see all these different things that are in front of you, and you say, I'm going to see it from the higher perspective. And when you see it from the higher perspective, it all clicks. And that could be, you know, that crown of stars with the stars coming out with the Empress. The Five of Pentacles, you're not actually out in the cold, I don't think. The Four of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you think you're out in the Pentacles, but because you still have your secret, that's what gives you the Wheel of Fortune. The Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands. What's coming in is that there's a new initiation sequence with the Page of Wands. You're wandering outside in the cold, right? And you have all of your pentacles and you're holding on to them. You're not letting anyone see them. You're not telling anyone about them. You're just wandering around. You're doing what you have to do. And then all of a sudden, there's that Wheel of Fortune. Something comes in to initiate you into something brand new. The High Priestess. Seeing it from both ends. Hindsight is 20/20. Okay? So what's going on with the spellcasting oracles? What do we need to know for Capricorn? You have well-being and you have freedom. Let me get you a couple more because Sagittarius just pulled those two cards. I'm going to get you fresh cards. You have dreams and you have willpower. So your well-being is assured and your freedom, you're about to be free from something. You're about to have that aha moment. It might be coming from your dreams or just from your higher consciousness. And when I talk about your higher consciousness, it's kind of like you think about something from every single which angle and then all of a sudden it just connects and you're like, oh, that makes sense. And your willpower is going to help you get there. It's basically thinking this into the ground and all of a sudden you're going to find out the meaning behind it. You're going to have that aha moment because remember, the sun strikes down the tower. Travel. You're about to be traveling and you're about to be finding something. You're about to be finding it. You know, like what I said about finding that piece of jewelry. You're about to be finding your purpose right here. And it's all because you didn't give up your secrets. You went down with the ship. You allowed something to be destroyed within your life, and in the end, you just kept your mouth shut. Unalone and manifestation. You're not alone right here, and I'd focus on what you're trying to build and what you're trying to create. Sometimes this is about being trustworthy. It could all just be that you're a trustworthy person, Capricorn. You have premonition and mouse advantage. Maybe this is something that's about to happen for you. Being trustworthy is very critical right here. Because people are watching. People are seeing what's going to happen. There's a test about to be given, and it's going to be, I think, very brief. Let me see. Justice. It's about to be one of those things, can it equalize the scales? It's going to be like, there's something right here, right? Scales are like this. And you're going to figure out one of these items, you're going to put it on the scale and it's going to balance or it's not going to balance. So it's going to be a very fast thing. So your goal is to figure out what item balances out this scales really quickly. So it's going to be a fast examination, a fast, test, a trial. Mouse advantage, premonition, stag. So I kind of feel like that's what is important for you to understand. Let's look at your rune cards. You have Gebo, gift, success, union, happiness, and obligation. Karma and inner equilibrium are the spiritual meanings. That's what I'm talking about. It's like balancing out the scales. Inner equilibrium. It's kind of like... Sorry, hold on. You have success. You're allowed to be in this thing because maybe you don't look like everyone else. Maybe you don't feel like everyone else. Maybe you're not as, happy as everyone else, but it's because you all share that one thing in common. You all share the ability to see past something and balance out the scales. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter your sex, your race, or whatever it is. It's just you have all been able to undergo this thing. And this thing is take this item, put it on the scale, and see if it balances out. And all these other people are going to pick all these different items, pick all these different paths with this 7 of Cups right here, but you managed to find the right cup to balance out everything, and you pick the one with the angel inside of it. That could be something that's very important for you to understand, is picking the angel. That could be the Temperance energy. Hold on. There it is. There is an angel which sits inside of that cup right there. And that's the one that you're supposed to be looking at. You have all these different opportunities. Pick the one that looks the most angelic. And remember, angels are scary. That could be a premonition as well. So, you have lamp, remembrance, and eternal love. Love is love is love and transcends physical death. So remember something. Remember the cup. Remember the light inside of the cup. Remember the lantern. Love is love and transcends physical death. Remember your ancestors right here. Remember something that your grandparents told you. Maybe it's like a thing. Curiosity killed the cat. It's like one of those things that gets passed down through everyone, because my parents told me that, their parents told them that. It's a piece of information that helps remind you of something. Let me get you a Rado. Speed your journey, ease a transition, aid communication, bring good news, and find your spiritual way. You know how I was talking about you're getting that speed up from that Queen of Pentacles? That's what it is. Because you're able to do something, and because you pass something, because you share common interest. You are one of these people, even though you don't feel like you are. And that cup, remember that cup is coming to the page. It's the cup with the angel that balances out the scales. And you have to figure out what that means with the Empress and the star energy. It's something that it comes from the stars. It's transcendental knowledge, or it's knowledge that's passed down through generations or through the aeons. But it comes in and it tells you that is the cup you need to take. Put that cup on the scale and receive this new thing. And when you receive it, you're going to be like, why did I get this? Well, because you balanced out the scales. That's it. So anyway, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.